Nope, wrong thing there. So I'm back. I couldn't figure out how to make Resident Evil 2 run properly, so instead we're doing this. It's gonna be a blast. I should probably move my face cam actually because it doesn't look good right there. But I've never played this before. I haven't really watched anyone play it before. So those are all the settings. We're just gonna dive right into this. My name. What is my name? I mean, I go by many guises, but
you know what? I'm feeling very froggy today, so we're gonna go with Kermit. Yay, Kermit! Kermit. Okay, I need to stop. Okay. Some chicken legs and biscuits. That seems good. And we got kind of a doki background here. Is this like a loading screen? It sure seems like it. Oh no, you can see my mouse.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. Or you can wake up now. Your first day of... Good God, that needs to shut up. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Yes. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. You know, I should have expected that. Yep, I give up. Oh, so it brings me back to the opening animation. Oh, this is so loud. Right. Oh my. Like, I get that the chicken red is supposed to symbolize, like, McDonald's, but I can't tell what the other guy is. Well, apparently Kermit couldn't take it, so we'll go with something more perfect. Perfection. Anyway, aside from that, we're gonna play this for realsies. You sleep softly, yada yada. The world is peaceful. Smash it. Bam. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling. Think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious, I can speak English, University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? The time begins to fly by and find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future, or you need to take this seriously. You know what? I fooled around at the beginning here. No, I need to take this seriously. I already said. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. Can't stop me now. Anyway, while I'm taking a look here, we got Nugget from Yakuza. I love Yakuza. And then the stereotypical boy band, I guess? Wait, am I a female? Impossible. Perfection can't be a female. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. You stand at the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, perfect Cell. Are you ready for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm... Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot of nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but... Well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Why does this sound characteristically unlike myself? But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Oh, I love how they just explain at the very beginning, make sure that nobody ever questions it. 3-day only semesters. The question is, how many semesters do you have to take in order to graduate? I don't know. A sweet girl, Miriam's always had a flair for the dramatic. No idea why that would be. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Just, oh God, oh my tooth! Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? She'll be fine. School's gossip. Sorry to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, and you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy and enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at the school. Oh my. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read on the school message board? Any new deets? Haha, I see what they're trying to do here, be all hip, you know. Deets. Who the heck says deets anymore? Or ever? Any new details? Oh, get this, I heard. His name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg! So, he's a chicken? An egg? Like a chicken? I literally just said this. Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it wouldn't line up with some of the rumors I've heard about. Like, I heard once he fought a bear with just his smile. He sounds like Joker. You both sigh, thinking about him. Excuse me, Perfect cell. Perfect cell does not sigh to a man unless he has a perfect jawline like me. So handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to them. Dreamy. Before you can get our word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Ugh.
Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave perfect cell's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
Actually, no, they're perfect.
You know what I mean.
Ugh, I can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make her feel better than everyone else. It's not like I do that to my name. The most I have is Mr. Dr. Perfect Cell. Don't ask where the doctorate came from.
If everyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us.
Excuse me. Everyone knows what perfect shins look like. And they're my kneecaps right now. My shin. Why did I say kneecaps? You know what I mean. We're not going to let you really weird insults get to us. I was trying to hold in a yawn.
Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man,
has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, the rocking glutes.
Van.
You ring.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious.
Wait a second.
The star. Part of me wants to think like Hardy's, but it's like, that's odd. I don't know.
I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students.
I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now?
Or maybe hire us as professionals. Yeah, I'm gonna be very inconsistent with Van's voice.
Van the Man.
Or hire us as honest professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just enough time to properly tell these two off, so I resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
Psh, see you later, losers.
Did I just...
You know, who cares about continuity?
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Oopsies.
That thing is broken! You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you.
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? Must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop, I'm Perfect Cell. So,
are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
I read that wrong.
Are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
I think it's just you.
You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting.
A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and COO of UCSAL. Uxal. Uxal, that's what I'm calling it. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is a professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Yeah, that's their logic. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm Cherry, so across the window! And then, oh my god, walks in. Let's just admire this for a second. Just, nice and zesty. I bet you loved that. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. They're still blinking. It's him. Well, if it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. No, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A murmured hush. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of the desk. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. I feel that. I feel that very much. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Van, maybe we should open that door back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Take a moment to clean myself. No, I'm not a cat. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when it is all said and done, there will be a battle. Excuse me. You will lift your sporks and compete in the Brume cooking arena. Yes, Brume, not broom. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Let me think here. Hi guys! Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really... Quiet! I said quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class will burst into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks in the class. Excuse me, I thought his name was Professor Dog. As everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. We've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Professor Dog's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide and try to butter her up by giving him a treat from your pocket. What kind? Oh boy, my first actual choice. Other than what I did earlier. You like beef? You reach beneath your apron and return with a small bit of beef jerky in your hand. Professor Dog's eyes go wide as he locks on to it. Beef? Beef? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. You clearly do not belong here. Please remove your apron and then remove yourself from this class and this school. Okay, let's try that again. Yay! This is gonna be a fun visual novel. Oh my gosh, no. Yada 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 yada. Boop. Do 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 da beep bop boop bop beep bam. Let's give him a rubber ball because I feel like I'm not gonna go for the obvious. This is literally a KFC game. Rubber ball. You reach beneath your apron and return with a rubber ball in your hand. Professor Dog's eyes go wide as he logs onto it. He tosses the ball and he bounds after it, grabbing it in his mouth and swinging it from side to side before dropping it. The thrill passes quickly. It's not clear if that endeared you to him or not. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Perfect Cell. There's still a seat here. It seems no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. Two good options, but will you choose? I'm sorry, Colonel. I'm not gonna play to you. I feel like that's the opposite of what you want. I bet you want it to make it where you try for me and not the reverse. I know how to play these dating sims. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If he had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days! That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. He does have a really good jawline now that I'm thinking about it. So as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Pop. Pop. Looks like popcorn. You know, take a break, popcorn, but you know what I mean.
Yay, a quiz about me!
This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz which will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? I mean, I feel like if I choose a different one, they're gonna kick me out. Extremely important. Isn't that right, Pop? Was this the tree as chicken is too? Forest is a tree, so it'd be like forest made up of a bunch of trees. Chicken is feather. That's right. Was the most efficient eating utensil ever created? I still want to pick it, but it's not, unfortunately. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? I mean, that'd be nice. Why? But this is true. That's right. Miss Sprinkle's a good boy. Fine. Perfect 5 out of 5. Because I'm perfect. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh, you gave me hearts. Hot diggity, perfect cell. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students. I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Oh. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shh. In order of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
Aha! That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what this mysterious student has created. He has a name, you know. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true? Is this food porn? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head, his contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy gold finish. The aroma envelops you and you feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Indeed, the stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have developed a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Van, what do you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case of, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what a zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was like, just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Van Van. Oh, please. Well, Van Van, the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on, I guess I'll try it. Takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Whoa. Whoa. Tasty Colonel Sanders' food transports you into another dimension. Just like Goku was sent to another dimension. The next dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. I'd rather focus here. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper, too obvious. Oregano, basil, maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. Could it be redacted? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use redacted. Tried to go even into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. It's because I'm perfect. I'm supposed to know everything. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders.
You approach Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Oh, I made him nervous. This is not what you're supposed to do, Sal. How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I've had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started and we've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. I've creeped him out. He's clearly not gonna give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Actually, yeah, I can. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways and makes sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
just one ingredient.
What you can't tell? I use redacted.
It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Redacted.
Wow! You'd never have guessed that.
In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And redacted definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you know 2 ingredients, closer to knowing the full recipe.
But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that.
While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders standing outside in the quad.
Oh, it's you again.
Howdy.
Okay. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue after I've graduated.
Sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength.
Just like, that seems like a Cell kind of thing to do. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredients and really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Is there like a save option here? Oh. Guess not. Well, I'm a neg him.
You know, I've been thinking about your secret recipe.
Of course you will. You don't simply forget a flavor combination like that.
That's exactly right. I remembered it because I've tasted it before. I stopped at a random fried chicken stand the other...
That's not the... Apparently I don't know what nag means. The other day, and the chicken tasted exactly like yours.
Did you just compare my recipe
To a random chicken stand?
Well, yes, I did, but it was a really good stand, especially considering it was frozen first.
Frozen chicken?
Colonel Sanders struggles to seal his emotions, fighting back tears of anger.
I think I did a bad. I did a bad.
I can't believe you'd say such a thing.
You realize you've done irreparable damage to a relationship from which we can never recover. He's hurt.
How could you?
Hey, Perfect Cell, you saw that this game was a dating sim. When I edit this, make a very obvious clip back to I've played a dating sim before. Okay, looks like I'm on a new adventure of finding all the possible game overs. Now for the long loading screen. Yay, yeah. Yep, alright. Yep. Alright, let's be modest but thoughtful.
Well, I just want to tell you that I really enjoy your food.
Now you've got his attention.
The flavors were complex, but comforting.
You had to interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment.
Perfect, Cell.
I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you.
We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Where are we on, like, Hell's Kitchen? You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature. Adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lessons, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and bear off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders.
What?
I don't even get a choice here.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team of two? That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aw.
Sure, perfect, Sail.
I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. I bet it's Pop and Student.
Hello, new partner.
Beep boop.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick four.
Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Sorry, Pop, I don't trust you.
Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He hops up. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. What is... Oh, he's like a giant fry vat or something.
Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. What? Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of infection. Oh no.
Looks like you two will be fine.
Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
Alright, you two.
For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a dish and divide up the steps. Oh, chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea? Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus? Hey, it's supposed to be simple, but... I feel like I'm gonna walk into a trap. Let's do this.
I had a delicious steak tartare once at an incredibly fancy restaurant. It was simple, but sophisticated. Maybe we could make that?
Beef?
Raw beef?
With seasoning and an oil yolk on top.
Perfect sale!
I must admit, I am disgusted right now, considering our partnership ended.
Perfect sale! Where's your partner? I suggested we prepare steak tartare and raw beef. Pack your things. Your time at the University of Cooking School Academy for learning is over. No! Oh. Dang it. Ah.
Oh, what is my life? You find... Oh my gosh, I'm all the way back here? This skip button sucks.
Aw.
Let's try octopus.
Well, I was thinking about trying something exotic. Maybe a dish that incorporates octopus in some way.
I'm more of a down-home type of chef myself. What about something that, go with me here, walks on land?
Actually, there are certain species of octopus that do leave the water. For instance, have you heard of the Oedipus aculatus? Oedipus aculatus. Have you heard of the Oedipus aculatus? He leaves the water to hunt for crab. An octopus that walks upright and hunts crabs? No, I've heard everything. The world is truly a marvelous place, isn't it?
Oh no. Oh no.
Van, octopus, crab. Sounds like you're describing one of my signature dishes. Are you trying to steal my thunder?
Boys, what's with all the hostility? Has the conversation been moved up to today?
How dare you try and muscle in on my culinary territory? Nobody better touch a cephalopod without going through me first. I think there's been a misunderstanding. No one's muscling in on any mollusk. We were simply discussing today's assignment. You could touch the tension in here with a chef's knife, which makes sense because chef's knives are usually pretty sharp. Look, we were just talking. I'll happily step back away from any and all seafood. You know what? I'm just gonna make mashed potatoes and gravy. I know my grandmother's recipe by heart. Keep the tentacles. You begin to peel and boil potato. This is pretty jamming, actually. I like it. I might have to look that up later. Begin to peel and boil potatoes and try to extricate yourself from this thorny situation that your new rivals are having. I'll talk to you where you even have the capabilities of working ingredients so delicate. You should probably stick to microwavable dishes.
Unlike my friend Van, though he may be the man, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worth admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that's positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows who fit together? Like a thigh and a drumstick, it makes sense.
Nothing about this makes sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out.
And if Perfect Cell and Van are both so inclined to the sea, perhaps they should go there together.
Actually, are you suggesting I share the secrets of my special sea monster sauce with this novice? I've disappointed all of you. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I trust Miriam. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over.
Is somebody threatening my friend?
I'm going to destroy them. Actually, I think that Ashley and Van were just leaving.
Leaving in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken.
Miriam, you are a loyal friend, but Perfect Cell is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles and hope they might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of your moment, your friends have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. As is your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extended his hand. Where's this music gonna end up? He sends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, which he pulls a smooth brown gravy smothering the nearly finished potato dish. There it is. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to... Who in the modern day and age actually uses a spork? I didn't even know they existed until about, I don't know, a few years ago. Reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. I mean, you're handsome and all, and you got a good jawline. That goatee looks great with your mustache and hair. Plus, you're white-haired like a weird protagonist, and you got those eyes. I kind of want to pull a picture of Colonel Sanders now. I don't think he looks like that. Anyway, the two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock, and the moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Then filled with rage and without thinking, you flick the sporkful of mashed potatoes right to Ashley's face.
Van, do something, do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revolution, he slinks away. Will you ever cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on there, right there, perfect Sam. We do not waste food in the Brumet cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I have potato faces?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes to prepare a full meal, gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you all look with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and sparks a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't quite strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was Russian, may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped in Pops' mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment. Then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Let's see. Tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pops' final moments. Shock has frozen the entire crowd. They are as motionless as statues. Oh. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pops' enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. You know, I just realized. We got Ghost Nappa. And now, Ghost Krillin. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sandals. Colonel Sandals out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Where's his big stick? Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. tasting them. It reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders. Yes, perfect cell. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. I think I just combined student and sprinkles right there. The greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up, I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Oh! Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The Spork Monster is here to fight the hero.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, I mean, yeah, I discuss it all the time, didn't you know? I need to sit up here. It's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? You know, I'm just gonna act like how I do all the time. I just block everybody's bullcrap. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation? Close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the sport monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. The sport monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. I didn't like that sound effect. You take 1 damage. I've had a lot of good that defense did. You decide to defend again. Which defense will I use? Buff. You think about having that feeling you get after having a good meal where you're so full and having that nothing can get you down, like food in your belly, just thought warms you to grow stronger. Sport monster is feeling really emboldened by your lack of attacks. Sport. Oh no. Focuses their mastermind and draws it. Are they doing a spirit bomb? Uh-oh. Why would I ever attack? It hasn't done anything for me to do so. I'ma buff up again. Oh yeah, my muscles go super swole, and you're ready to take on anything. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack again. Utilitensile, 2 damage. I'll be fine. Just keep buffing up. Oh. No one control this much buffness. Start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You better attack sooner or you're likely to explode. Just get on the attack. What? I mean... yeah, why not? Light beams out of your eyes. You have transformed into being of pure flavor. You spin so quickly that your movements become nearly invisible as you lash out at the sport monster. rowdy Rosette Roundhouse does 8 damage. Sport monster is oozing cheese sauce onto... I thought that was gravy. Onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, the Spork monster prepares his ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders and summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh, high power pitch! Look at that. Look at that chest. Does 10 damage. So I had 18 health or less. I don't know. An injured sport monster spews steam into the night. Yes, forget mercy. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster meshes with the wrong ship. Ready your final attack. You'll never survive my... I was gonna say my Kamehameha. Student load that destruction! That's 10 damage. Completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Griffin said. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon further inspection, is so much more. A book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library cards tucked inside. The last name to have it signed out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Borko. Anyway, your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. When you're tired, so you don't know you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Uh-oh. 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 Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Hard to say. You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used redacted. Then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You made up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Sport Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. He was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in his pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend Ooks Owl? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great.
No, I'm perfect.
You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
However, you don't tell her that you know a secret ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient?
Yeah, like I said, just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here?
Miriam checks, make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, I was on vacation with my family. A lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, I cooked with them. A very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyway, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret ingredient. Besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know that it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share?
I know, you're my bestie. But, no.
You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about redacted? It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of wishes potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind of Well, I know who made that entrance. This Colonel I'm not sure whether to accept this or not. Why'd you make this, KFC? Why? And who did you have make it? Because, it looks nice, but... I must stand back. I don't run up to them. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of them that you lose your ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right.
Kind of like what I just did there.
I eat up it. Hey, hair, jawline. What a horseful beaut you have. What a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's just what I said.
Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover you up. Oh, perfect Cell just gets really nervous around people they like.
What?
That is not helping. They got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears. Now I'm starting not to like you. I see my two rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, must be really bad.
Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Uh-oh. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try to get a peek over at Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa, whoa there, little one. I'm not sure if you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
You're acting immature. Immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behaviors. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time.
Now you've upset them.
Good gosh, that face! Just like...
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure if you know a good meal if it ain't you. He looks like he's going Super Saiyan or something.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
Or panic. I don't know, something. And it doesn't hurt to use a little. Evil! You finally get a look at what they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. Oh, it's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley, I'm tired. It is like 2 in the morning. He who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They got pop pinned to the wall. And tossing potato skins as he tries to catch it in the mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost your class time. Meep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzwomp.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
No, your mother was a stand mixer. Pulls out machine gun. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it might be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Professor Dog arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's Professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a call around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Sorry, I get a little worked up when people try to pet me before I have my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. I never would have guessed. Who the heck is this? Is that like the current manager or something? You got a map of the entire world is the United States now. Deal with it. Pie. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, there was a chicken who signed the first John Hancock. Oh, that was a horrible joke. But you can't help but daydream, but Colonel Sanders Emus must have the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, perfect sound. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample plate, which... Oh yeah, I totally want to try dog biscuit, man. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when... Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal the dog's favorite biscuit? Oh no, your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Can this be the end? Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Like I said, going for all the bad endings, I guess. I don't know. Not the endings, all the game overs. Maybe not all of them. Just whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm all the way back here. Make a perfect ingredient. Fast forward. Da, da, da. Step back in the mire. Da, 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 da. Stop acting immature. Let's try the pepper. A bright colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Uh-oh. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Ooh. This guy again? What? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do... Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy. You must... You feel yourself to begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. Excuse me. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. Pepper was the last of his kinds on Earth, and I was gone forever. You think to yourself, jeez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competition cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You're wasting our time. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah. Stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have portable monsters to capture something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. That made a Pokemon joke there. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already bought my own lunch. Perfect Cell, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you.
my special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. Why are they so tiny?
It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation.
You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle!
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer!
And then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
I stand corrected. Also lopsided.
If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you get. My Bessie can best the best of them.
Best believe it.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now it's time to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the mashed potatoes. Think again. Think fast. The timer runs down. You'll be forced to pick randomly. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's wrong. Uh-oh. Get my head in the game. Have an idea. 11 spices. You may not know all of the ingredients, yes, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Ooh. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What a state of mind offers the most gratitude? Yeah! You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice. Do I? I haven't seen it so far. I didn't do it yesterday. Draw energy from that place. The shoulder of Orion. Small town. Oh! Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Oh.
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
Notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Perfect Cell. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonsful? Oh no.
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question. Boop that. Woo, woo. I know. Over at the next station, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. She's colorful and complex. Make up time you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer as you do the crab gas.
Yikes!
Bzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Perfect Cell does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. Oh no. But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand.
You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad, and here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it would be unfair to compare the two on account of Perfect Cell's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Perfect Cell to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce may be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on the top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a fried cheese croquette.
Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
As he places a sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. I always internalize all the rage, ever. The rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flame. Oh gosh. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off your face, which means most people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the time. Embarrassed and ashamed by your performance, and I mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from you, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not to fill your fryer. Whoa. What? I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef, but fill your fryer, oh my. Failure's a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? And I'll be like, no, surely not. Well, you're right. That's exactly what Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and suit. I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. This sounds like I could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite in him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man with a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepared for the worst.
Gargo! The sport monster is here to fight a hero!
Anyone feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, good girl, but I could have sworn we've already battled you last night.
That was Porco, my twin, and I'm Gorko, and here to avenge them.
Are you stronger than Porco?
Well, twins, so... Oh, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way, how you ask.
Colonel smirks. He is already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Burko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Perfect Cell is saying is, can we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies.
I suppose we don't really need to fight. It's just I got these really cool teeth and claws.
What's better for enjoying tasting?
All better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all?
Of course I do.
Inspiration strikes and come up with a quick idea. Chop on this! You toss the biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp.
Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature that stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student after school. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spell bush cast a dark enchantment in me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spell book.
Precisely. Porco used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you can find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Perfect Cell together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Go back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite?
You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. I bet it's a log cabin like Abraham Lincoln. He seems like a Lincoln kind of guy. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Hey, I was kind of right. Got the wood. But it's all fancy. It's got white carpet. Wait, look at that! That's funny. There's that. Wait a second. I thought this was supposed to lead up into him actually owning the... Whatever. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. By the way, how'd you get the name Colonel? Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with. Trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicier, something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I'll keep it a secret. Let's see if he'll ask me. Actually, I've said too much. Please forget I ever said anything. You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got many. Nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd only be fair. Colonel Sanders' face grew serious. Oh, yes, about that. You see. Yes, Colonel? I've been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake. Oh no. The ingredient you shared with me, it wasn't true? You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that he revealed a secret shows that he was probably right to do so. You mean it wasn't one of the real secret herbs and spices? You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless. Well, I have something to confess. That secret ingredient told me. Wait a second. No, I didn't. I gave Miriam the fake. But, hold up. You saw me pick it.
counting on you. Then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw, just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire his taste later.
You could offer to make it more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable.
I'll be back in just a moment. Perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you could look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap in on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I want to know about this. An adorable little baby crawls around the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that must be Colonel Sanders himself. Or it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of the Ushers themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? Take a closer look at a large urn on a nearby pedestal. Plaque on it, dusty, wipe it off, read the inscription. Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. Colonel Sanders. Except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of the special secret herbs and spices. No. One of the framed photos show an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing. Are you sure? That's not what I'm seeing. Short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I don't even know your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Whoop. A lock of silver hairs. Oh no. Just go all yandere on it. Just whoop. There it isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. What's this? Scented candle. Bet it smells like chicken. Pick it up, try it out. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Well, there's this. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then dawns you. As you turn dial to 11/11/11. November 11th, 2011? 1911? 1911. The safe opens, and inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Well, that only leaves here. Jack is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Oh my. Yep, and there's Colonel. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Aw, crap, the jacket.
Forgot to take it off. I'll just be truthful. I confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I think I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in such an... Why would you... Colonel? Yes, Perfect Cell. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Talk late into the night and drift off in this... Just straight up dream sequence. Wake up to a beautiful morning, Colonel oh wait, I slept at his place? Good gosh. Make the right decision on how to respond. Colonel Sanders, only time will truly tell. Probably not. Today is a day that will change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. Some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how would they know? If uses weed. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Ooh. Seriously, with this food porn, I'm getting pretty freaking hungry. Taste Colonel Sanders' food and takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that was a perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Take him down a peg. Let me just flatter you. I don't want to be mean. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion, confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is run out the door and get home. Still one more day of school. Best friend's waiting there for me. Where have you been? Do you stalk me at night? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get to speed you up on the saga of Miriam. Oh gosh, I don't care, sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. Oh, I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clanky, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending on some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night just might be too much to bear. And I went on date 2, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Yeah, together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. I love how it just ignores everything. When you arrive at the school, you encounter your rivals and the quad. Oh, I just noticed that. Ada. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. You know, because he's Pops.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders drives to school, but who dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Perfect Cell. Suggest I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury, ow! It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something had been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day? School? Perfect Cell, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Perfect Cell. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you can tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. Seeing you inside, Perfect Cell.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? That's that book. That looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in it. I think so.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I think I'm gonna think of one surefire way to find out.
Uh-oh. Cast only in case of extreme emergency.
I could use this spell here and it'll erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sandals, it'll probably help me be focused better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Can you do, like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Memories erasing spell right in front of you. A pretty good excuse to try it out.
Sure, why not?
Begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on your words, and only the effect it seems to make you forget what it is you're doing. Alright. Something about this moment feels very familiar. Let's try it again. Right. Again? A terrible idea. Like, seriously, don't do it. Memories are important. I don't care. You begin to read again, knowing that nothing can stop you. Well, here goes nothing. Hold on to your butt. I'm a smart kid. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. But no. No. Allow myself to daydream. Let's see what happens. Mind is swimming with possibilities. Running late. Grab biscuit. Hold on. No! Oh. I think I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. I'll have to go all the way back through that now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I don't think anyone watched, but hey, it is what it is. My legs have just fallen asleep, and I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful time whenever you're watching this, however you're watching this.
I am the Accordion Coverist.
InZanity's finest. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye. My legs are really asleep!